Fellas, I have, and I'm sure you have heard, women say nothing like a well-groomed man. I have the solution to meet your hair grooming needs. Next Level 2 Barbershop with 2 locations in the upstate. 1559 Lawrence Road, Greenville, South Carolina, and 261 West Butler Road, Malden, South Carolina. With operating hours 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Ladies, I didn't forget about you either. On staff, beautician available at the Malden location, as well as a loctician to meet all your lock and braiding needs. Before you step out, step in to one of the 2 locations and take
Real
your grooming to the next
podcast.
level.
Real fantasy.
Real Fantasy Podcast.
You could say a little, or you could say a lot. Dreams are what you ask for, real is what you got. Take a few shots with a queen on a line, a rose in the middle, with love on the side. It's all a vibe tonight. It's all a vibe tonight. Make sure you
Real
tune in
Fantasy
tonight.
Podcast.
Yo, it's your girl Victoria Rosa, and I got my co-host
Chantel Wilkins.
and we back live and full effect. 4D, 4K, 4D. Yes, did y'all miss us? You think they missed us?
Absolutely. I missed us.
Y'all had to miss us. We had to revamp a few things. Next level with everything. So tune in,
Absolutely.
y'all. We're going to kick the show off today with Chantel and her business facts. So what we talking about today?
Networking.
Oh, yeah.
So,
You have to. That's something.
yes, it's absolutely. If you're a business owner, you absolutely have to network. So we're going to talk just a little bit about why networking is important. So for one is it's an avenue to exchange ideas. So, you know, like meeting with other people, you can exchange like ideas that you might be having for your business or, you know, different paths that you're looking into going in. Because they can kind of give you their opinions on what they think.
Right.
It also makes you noticeable. And also it kind of helps you with confidence. So like, y'all, that was a struggle for me. And I still struggle to this day, believe it or not. So I do a lot of networking now. I join a lot of networking groups to help me build confidence and being able to talk to large groups. So that's a secret nobody knows, but you guys know.
So you speak to a lot of people like...
Yes, like it's crazy. Like every Thursday morning I go to a networking meeting and we have one of my colleagues, she called it by accident networking after dark. And I was like, hold up.
I like it.
But it's after hours networking and we kind of go to a different like restaurants. Like last month we went to Group Therapy, which is a popular social club downtown Greenville that you guys should really check out.
I want to come.
Yes.
You did invite me to one and I end up like...
You gotta come.
Yeah. I got to make it there.
Yeah, it's definitely worth your time coming out to take a look. Like, we are a family. Like, I love everybody in the group, and they have really helped my business grow. Like, when I tell you, like, I wasn't struggling, like, a lot during the business, but, like, my thing is just talking to a group of people.
Yeah.
And, like, meeting new people. Because I'm used to being behind the desk in the computer. Like, give me the work. I'm done. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
But, like, talking to people, I'm just like... Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't want to, you know, but I have, like, being a business owner, you have to be out here networking, and that was, like, a struggle for me. So I did everything that I said I would probably never do and join a bunch of networking groups so that I can get out of that little fright.
But it's beneficial, right?
Absolutely, because, I mean, you're building trust with a lot of other entrepreneurs and just being able to see them, you know, working their business. Like, to me, that just makes me proud, just seeing us build. Like it's just something in it. I don't know, I can't really explain it, but I love every minute of it. But like just and then like the good thing is that you don't have to pay for advertising. Advertising for small business is absolutely ridiculous. And so, like, they basically do it for free. So if I'm talking to you and I'm telling you all about my business, and then I do your taxes, and you absolutely love my customer service and everything I've done for you, and you have a homegirl just like, oh, I need to get my taxes done, or blah, 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 and you're going to be like, oh, go to my homegirl Chantel, and it's free marketing. You're like, they're more excited about your business than you are telling somebody.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, dang, I need to hire you as a
The support system. How would you feel about having like a hosting an event here?
Absolutely. We should do it.
That'd be amazing.
Networking event. Yes, we should do it because I think that would be beneficial. We can give some business tips on how to structure your business. I think a lot of, I have had a lot of calls with that, on how people should structure their business going into 2023. So if you guys are wanting to start a business, make sure it is structured correctly, because if not, then you will pay on down the line. Trust me.
Getting the funds right.
Yes, you have to get it. You got to get it right, man. Like, it costs more money to go back and redo it. So just do it right the first time.
Oh, that's amazing. So I want to ask this, and I know it's kind of throwing it out there. Is there any downfalls with going to these market events, or everything is just completely positive?
I mean, I haven't seen any downfalls with me going to marketing events. All of them have always been very beneficial to me. And then it's, you know, being able to meet other people and other business owners, because you really never know what's going on until they talk to somebody or you talk to someone. And every time I talk to someone, like, oh, I need an accountant. Oh, I need you to help me do this. And I'm just like, dang, like, we've been around each other, like, I don't know how many times. And then you find out, you know what I'm saying? It's the conversation part, like introducing yourself. Hey, you know, I'm Chantel Wilkins, and I, you know, able to, you know, file your taxes to save you the most in tax liability. A lot of people owe the IRS, and they're like pissed because they owe. Well, why do you owe? You know what I'm saying? Because you're not paying enough in. So let's get that fixed so that you don't have to worry about that
the next year.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So it's all about the structure. So
marketing.
Absolutely.
So what is the best outlet that you think for small business owners? Is it social media, word of mouth, commercial? What is the best way to market when it comes to a small business?
Referrals, because it's low overhead. It's really no overhead. And like I said, if like with my group that I'm part of, they are so excited. Like, when they tell people about your business, like, they are selling your business. Yes. Like, when I tell you, like, we're in a group chat, in a group meet, and like, I see everybody texts, and one of my colleagues asked for some flowers in the group because they wanted to send it to a client or whatnot. When I tell you, she got in here, and her name is Samantha. She got in here and she was like selling, and I was like, dang, I don't even need no flowers. I'm about to buy some flowers from this lady.
Right. Let me get that. Bring that over here. Come on.
She was so excited and just so pumped up about telling her about her business. I'm just like, dang, and the lady's not even in the group. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is just a small business, just making flower arrangements, and she just loves what she does. But when I tell you, Samantha, boy, she could put it on for you. That's how I say yes. And just seeing them do that, and then seeing them do it for your own business, and like, she even put me in her presentations that she's telling, you know, and showing with her other clients. Like, just feeling that support is just everything. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't get that.
Right.
Even sometimes from family, it kind of sucks.
You be waiting on it, be like,
right.
So do you want to give a shout out to anybody that's in your marketing group that
Yeah, so I want to shout out. So my group is called GBN. Sorry, we just changed group. GBN. So, and it's a very, very low startup cost. We do meet every Thursdays at 8:45. Yes, 8:45 every Thursday morning. So if you guys do want to get more information on how to grow your business, you know, starting the network, and just to contact me, and I can definitely get you guys in. Or if you want to visit just to kind of feel the vibe. Because I mean, I have heard a lot of stories about BNI groups. Yeah. Because they was just like, dang, I don't want to never join no BNI group. But it is really not like that with our group. Like, we're super, super laid back. The vibe is always chill. I just love our group. I mean, they're amazing people. So, yes.
So what is,
come and see us.
Come and see her. What is one of the services that, if it's one person that you can let them know what they offer, what is that person name and the service they offer?
So I would have to say with a lot of small businesses like Brittany, her name is Brittany Forrester. She owns BB print and promo. And so she does go over, I believe she goes over and beyond with helping like market your business and getting your name out there, helping you brand your business and getting like content in their hands, you know, to help them understand what you do.
Okay.
So,
and what's her name again?
Brittany Forrester.
And what were you say if you needed what?
And you needed any printing, just to contact me to let me know, and I could definitely get you guys in touch with her.
That's amazing. Yes. So she does like the printout work, like
Yeah, she can do anything you can put your logo on.
Anything
Anything you put your logo on, she can
Wine
print it for
bottles,
you.
all
Yes,
that.
everything. Just let her know, and she would definitely make it happen. And with Joshua, with his body shop, he wants to put like these cars, like the Lamborghini. Like it's parked in the garage because the bay doors are glass.
Yeah.
So we're talking to her about getting that stuff done, and we're like super excited. She can do amazing things. I'm just like, dang.
Shout out to Brittany Forrester.
Forrester.
Yes. Awesome. So I want to get into this because we need to know, and you know, people from the hood, though. You know, the hood, though. What is a law-abiding citizen?
It's someone that follows the law.
How often? Well, not how often. How many people you know that actually really follow the law?
None of them. I believe they put the laws out just for look, but you know, some of them they take serious, and some of them just like, oh, bro, if I ain't about to get caught, we could.
Right. So my thing is, why don't we know the law, and why don't we be taught the law?
I can agree. I think that we should, so that we, especially with our children, this generation is off the chain. But,
you know it.
But I think that they should be taught these things. I mean, they put the officers in school. Why not educate them on?
So
what
they should
can and
teach it in
cannot
school,
do?
right?
Right.
So
I absolutely agree.
I agree with that too. But the thing is, my theory. Well, my theory is they don't teach us that because if everybody abided by the law, it would be no money for these private funded jails or anything. So it's always ulterior motive to everything. But the law should be taught in school. Mm-hmm. We should be educated thoroughly on it, and we should be educated on. I think everybody should take through grade school. It should be a law class from kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade that they should include in the curriculum.
Absolutely. I think that, and then, you know, they have the financial literacy now in school. So they teach them some stuff, but
What
also
grade that start in?
10th grade.
Okay.
And then, they also need to put the importance of your credit score.
Right.
Why?
Why is it important? 'Cause
Yes.
if you have credit, you have everything. You can have
Yes.
good credit. You get to fund anything that you want. You really don't even need money because they're giving this to you in credit. But
They don't
that should be
teach
taught.
you. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, prepare them for real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get out of high school, you know what I'm saying? Like, us as the parents, we're doing our part. But when you're in school 8 hours, that's half your life. You're in school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So educate them on the important stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the, some of the stuff that I learned in school, I will never use. Like, I don't even remember half the stuff.
Right.
But I would never use that. You know what I'm saying? So teach them on what they should be learning. You know what I'm saying?
Instead of having them, doing a math question that you can get the answer one way, but they want you to do 5, 10, 20 steps to get the answer.
I'm saying, wait a minute. This is not right.
Right. You're like, what the hell is going on?
The answer is right, but the problem is wrong. What are you talking
So
about?
you get half of the credit. Are you serious?
I still work just as hard.
On this, because I know it. Now you're going to deduct some points from me. Is that called critical thinking or?
Girl, it made me think, like, hold up, I need to go back to school. I'm calling the teacher. Can you please explain to me the way you need her to work this problem? Because we arguing and we not getting nowhere.
Oh, I had this conversation with my daughter. We're doing a math problem. I'm sitting there and I'm like, this is the answer. She said, Mom, it's wrong. I said, it's not wrong. She was like, well, you did it wrong. I said, but this is the answer. She was like, well, you have to do this, 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 and this. I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious?
Tell your teacher to call me. Tell her to call me tomorrow.
Write them answers down. You got it. It's this, because it makes it, what it does is confuses them. Because if they miss one little step of the steps y'all wanted to do, the whole problem's wrong when they can just do it this way and get the same answer. I just be like, oh, Lord.
It's strategic thinking, I guess, is what they're trying to teach them how to think strategically.
No, it's just
With a
to make
different problem.
it's just to make their little life a little difficult.
great possibility,
They
but-
just be so sad. Mom, I gotta do this. I'm like, no, that's wrong. She was like, no, it's not. I'm like, come on, man.
Like,
You have to do it this way.
talking to? I know exactly how to do this problem. What are you talking about?
Right.
I passed this class. You're still in this class.
And talking about passing, we're gonna talking about the governor of Florida, man. He is a trip. That man is he had to prove a point. So the governor of Florida got 2 airplanes full of immigrants, saying that they were gonna actually get expedited paperwork to be a citizen here, and drop them off at Martha Venues.
Just dropped them off. It's
And
so sad.
just left them there. And he took tax money from the taxpayers to do this. And it was millions and millions and millions of dollars. So he learned some shit at school.
Yeah.
He learned a lot of shit at school. Also in Florida, what is it?
Hurricane Ian.
Which I didn't know it had flooded today, but
Yes, like everything is underwater. Like, well, I seen it on somebody's story on Facebook.
so allegedly everything is underwater.
Well, I mean, it really is. Like, it's a Category 5, and we're supposed to be getting some rain. Not trying to be the Weather Channel or anything, but we're supposed to be getting some rain maybe this weekend, maybe. But it hit Florida Category 5, so
So
That's
what's
pretty
the?
bad.
Do you know the main parts that it's at?
no, I don't know exactly. I can't even think of the name, the city that was on there. But yeah, it's pretty bad up there.
I had seen a bunch of TikToks, people in Florida talking about we ain't leaving. This always happens.
See, that's
We
the
ain't
problem.
going
That's the problem with people right now. Boy,
We ain't going nowhere. We staying here, and you saying it's underwater, man.
and that's now they probably stand on top of their rooftops. Like, come get me. No, you should have left.
You
I couldn't be y'all governor. No.
no, get
I'd
on
risk
out
my
of
life
there.
trying to come and get you because you want to be stubborn. No.
But do you think like, because they always say like big storms and like things like that is coming and never happened. Do you think the government should have did a little bit more to make sure they evacuated?
I mean, at the end of the day, they're going to give you a choice. I mean, you're going to have to pay attention and make sure you understand that your city about to be underwater. So if they're telling you to evacuate, just evacuate. I mean, you rather be safer than sorry.
But it goes to, man, the government do so much shady shit.
But do your own research. I mean, the hurricane was right in the ocean. And I mean, you can see it plain as day. And it's coming straight for your city. I mean.
I seen a video in Destin where it was, you could see the tornado and everything up there.
I see,
But-
that's crazy. I don't want to see. No, you want me to what? When we need to leave. Okay, let's go,
Gotta
y'all.
Come on,
Come on,
miss
I
school
ain't
and
got
everything.
time to be. No. Mm-mm.
But my prayers do go out to the families that's actually stuck
Absolutely.
down there in Florida. We hope y'all make it safe. We hope that it's not too bad or anything like that. So
Yes. Prayers going
I
on.
wanna ask you this question, and prayers do go out. Let me ask you this question. Now this is crazy. So say for instance, right? You have an employee that works for you, right?
Okay.
You're fairly close to this employee, or she's good, she's beneficial to your company, and your office cameras, you catch her having a conversation about sleeping with your husband. How would you handle that situation?
I mean, I think my business hat is going to come off and my ratchetness is coming on. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're about to see these hands. Because, I don't understand. I mean, I got your whole career in my hands. Like, why?
But would
Why?
would you keep you won't keep it professional?
I don't know. I probably, no. Probably
No.
wouldn't. I would have to lose my shit because, for one, this is my territory, and now you tread. What we doing right now? Oh, you must want to see me. It's time.
It's time to throw
It's
them
time.
down.
It's time because you really playing with fire. Like, if you're my employee, like if you work with me, I'm crazy. You
Yeah.
already know. You already know that I don't have every screw. I try to keep them screwed, but I don't have every one. But that messing with my husband is just completely off.
But what if you had a big corporation that you couldn't actually put hands on her? How would you handle that situation?
Oh, I'm gonna ruin your whole career.
Your
whole life is over. It's over. You'll never get another job. You know, I can't be like that. I can't. Lord, forgive me.
You got to make an example out of somebody.
Right. But you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do. See, I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Because now they're going to target me. You know, because now they're going to be like, let me go find this video on I Say Podcast. Yeah, she said this. Yes, she did it.
It's no ulterior motive behind it. But this goes into the Celtics head coach, Udoka. Yeah. So, allegedly, he got caught up from a ring camera. Like, what the?
Snitching ring.
So, my first thought when I was hearing about this, because my boyfriend, he listened to these podcasts, and I'm like, why they keep talking about Udoka every single day? Like, we listen to this podcast, but they're talking about it every single day. Mm-hmm. And it was like, I can't figure out. By the way, Udoka got suspended for a season. So next season, he can't coach or anything.
2022, 2023.
Yeah. And I'm like, why they keep talking about it? You know how many people sleep with people that work with them all the time? Football coaches, basketball players, cheerleaders and basketball players. Why would he get suspended for that? Then I went to the saying that, they doing this because he a black man. If it was a white man, they wouldn't be doing that. And then as I'm listening to this podcast, the guy, and I can't think of his name, but the guy was
Patrick Lynch. Are you talking about
no. I'm talking about the guy on the podcast. We get to Patrick Lynch too. He was like, everybody want to base everything on race. Mm-hmm. It's not about race. It has to be something in depth to the reason why he's getting fired. Well, you know why he got fired? You never fucked with the boss man's wife.
What?
So apparently, what's his name? Patrick
Lynch.
Patrick Lynch, the finance advisor. Mm-hmm. It was his wife. Allegedly, it was his wife that he was sleeping with. Also with some of the staff or another staff member as well.
Not just the wife, but in the staff.
Right. So once you cross that line, like, I'm gonna put you in your place. Look, you can't. I hired a law firm. And the investigation came out to be true. You sleeping with my wife.
He might have to be the janitor.
You say, no, you don't lost millions of dollars from coaching because you made one hiccup. Not to say, man, this man is engaged to me alone.
And she's so pretty. Woman. Yes. Wow. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But, you know.
What did the wife look like?
I don't know. They haven't brought pictures.
This is allegedly. Problem.
This is what they saying. You know, it's all going into it. Like, if you're going to do it, don't jeopardize your life with dealing with somebody with that kind of high rank or that kind of power. To me, I feel like you put yourself in a fire and your ass got burned.
You did. You absolutely did. I mean, and what did you think was going to happen from that?
I would have handled it just like they did.
How they handle it?
You suspend it. And then to think about it, you might not even come back. You're going to sit on this and think about if you got a job for a whole year.
You won't even have a job. Like, you won't be able to get a job ever.
But
like,
with a corporation,
nowhere.
You know, it can't just be like, we're going to throw you out the window. But, yeah, we're going to suspend you, and we might take you back. We might not. And that's exactly how.
Coming back.
That's how I would handle it.
So if somebody slept with your husband.
If I had a corporation.
If you had a corporation.
My small business, hell no, because I'm ratchet as fuck.
Okay, you had a corporation. So you have a corporation and somebody slept with your husband. Mm-hmm. You're going to suspend them.
For a year?
That's it. And
when you don't get paid for a whole year to finance your family? Absolutely.
He might have savings. He might have a 401k.
If he got a 401k savings, you're going to. And
that's not good enough for me.
You're going to sit in the hot. You're going to sit in the hot box for that.
That's not long enough for me.
So, in a situation like that, would you leave your husband?
I wouldn't say, you know what? I don't want to give nobody no ideas on this podcast. But you know what I'm saying? Listen, I wouldn't per se leave. I got to see both sides. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is this something that you wanted to do? Or is this something more that, I mean, it takes two to tango.
It does take two to tango. So, it doesn't matter who initiated it, still happened. So, would you leave your husband? Would y'all separate?
We have to talk about this because, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, I am married. Mm-hmm. And we've been married for a long, long time. So we would definitely have to conversate. And I would have to understand your why. Because obviously, if you are sleeping around with these other, what my daughter says, HO3s.
HO3s.
obviously I'm not doing something or pleasing you the way that I need to, so I need to get my shit together.
Man, I literally just had
You know
this
what I'm saying?
conversation. Seriously, with 3 guys. It was DJ Rain, my boyfriend Truth, and Merv.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying, like, if my boyfriend's cheating, not saying I condone cheating, because no.
Mm-hmm.
I would have, before I leave, I would have a conversation like, what made you want to go out and do this? Like you said.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do this? What am I doing wrong for me to fix it if it's worth it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I get, he at least deserves that much. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be like, listen, if it's me, you know what I'm saying? And if I can fix this, then I'm going to fix it. Because at the end of the day, we have a foundation. We have built something. You know what I'm saying? We have built all this. Like, after all these years, like, it's not going to be like, oh, I'm about to go do this and now you free. Nah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to have a conversation because you got to be a bigger person. And as a wife, you know what I'm saying? We go through a lot and we have to have an understanding. And I would have to have a conversation. Like, honey, I mean, do I need to get on this pole? You know what I'm saying? Like,
what I need to do? Do I need to turn into a little slut bucket? What is it? What am I not doing?
Videos.
Right. So I want to ask you this, because this was brought up in that same conversation. He cheated, right? Mm-hmm. We had the conversation. We got it. You find out the girl is pregnant. He explained to you what you wasn't doing, and y'all fixing it. 3 months later, you find out the girl is pregnant. What do you do in that situation after that?
Just why?
I'm just scenario. I know it's made up scenarios, but what would you do?
I mean, I don't know.
Would you raise the child as your stepdaughter or stepson, or would you cut ties with them? How would you handle that? Because
I personally could not be with someone that had a child on me in our marriage. Mm-hmm. I just couldn't, I couldn't fathom. Like, that's just something to me, like, is on another level, because I could have birthed your child. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, but yet you wanted to go out here and sleep around, and now this has happened. Like, I just couldn't. I don't think that I could deal with that mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, I mean, it's not the child's fault. I would never, you know what I'm saying, be mean or rude. Like, and if we were together, I would, take the child in as my own, but it would be very hard. I couldn't, I mean, I know it would be a struggle for me. Like, that would be hard.
So, say for instance, this is another scenario. He had a child. He had a one night stand, or he messed around, and he had a child, and the child is now 10. Mm-hmm. You never knew about this child at all. Child 10. The mother dies. Mm-hmm. And it was on a movie that we had, the movie with Denzel Washington in it. Mm-hmm. Do you remember? Mm-hmm. She dies. What happens then? And y'all have to bring this child home with you because he's a father. Mm-hmm. Is that the same situation of?
So I'm saying, if it happened before me, it is what it is. Like, what can I do?
No, it didn't happen before you. It was why y'all.
And it was a one night stand, and I didn't know nothing about it. And hey, stepmama, what's up?
What's going on? Like, what do you do? Like,
the only thing I could do is, take the child. I mean, the baby ain't got nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't, you know what I'm saying, be mean and rude. That's just not in me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not that type of person. But my husband, on the other hand,
you gonna handle that in close
quarters? Let me come and talk to you. Come on up to the room.
Me personally, I don't know if I can deal with something like that. But I never say what I won't do. Like, if I'm married to somebody and I make that vow with them, it ain't no getting no divorce.
Right. It's Richard.
But then I'm saying this, but in the same sense of, you have a child on me. Yeah. Like, where do we go from here? Am I supposed to forgive? Am I supposed to forgive you? Am I going to ever trust you as much as I used to trust you? Am I going to love you the same? I don't know what's going to come with that. Right, am I going to want to kill you?
I mean, I'm going to want to kill you for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to think of all kinds of I could be doing to you. You know what I'm saying? But I just can't go to jail.
We got kids now.
I am not gonna make it, y'all, for real.
Well, that situation is crazy. And then, like with the Udoka situation, again, his fiance is Nia Long. Allegedly, he was supposed to have been sleeping with his secretary as well. She's making plain.
See, that's why you gotta hire the ugly person to be a secretary.
I don't know. Ugly women got good pussy. I heard that. So with that being said, that has nothing to do with anything. Listen, guys say that. You know, I hang with a bunch of guys, so it's like that's what they say. Yeah, it's not about
just hire Granny. Hire Granny. How old are you? You got to be 65 and up.
And we don't want no cougar either.
No, you got to have gray hair and everything.
We need you to have that stuff.
How
on
many
like Big
grandkids
Mama.
you got? I'm doing a thorough interview.
Right?
Do you like to cook?
Are we gonna be a family? Can I call you mama? What's going on? But you never know it, like what be going on. And I also had a conversation too, like men that have money tend to. Do you think men that have? Let me rephrase it. Do you think men that have money tend to cheat more than men that don't have money?
Yes.
Broke niggas be cheating.
They do. They do.
I don't know.
They do. And then
But
you go
you
find
having
a
all
book
the
and sell,
bitches.
yes. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. You ain't got no money.
So tell me your theory behind why you think rich men cheat more than broke
Because
men.
they think that they can buy their way out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what it
that-
is? Or say a famous person have affairs and commit adultery and all that.
I think being famous, it would have to be so hard to cheat. Like, you got cameras everywhere. Where are you going?
Tristan Davis is the prime example. Was it? He out here slanging D everywhere, having kids and all of that. So, I mean, like some people don't care. I think it's more of when somebody's in the limelight, they are interacting with way more women than men that don't have money. And women goes back to we ain't shit. Not myself personally, but you know.
This is not our segment of the message.
But they throw themselves at them and you're
hungry and thirsty. It's ridiculous. Like, I cannot stand. But you know what? Like,
it's like a buffet. Like you go to Burger King, you order a combo, right? But if you go to a buffet, you have options of steak, mashed potatoes,
but you know what? You really gotta make sure, like, your husband or your significant other gotta be right. You know what I'm saying? So even though, like, he has to be able to see through that. You know what I'm saying? Because why you want the motherfucking buffet? Like, why you want what everybody else done had?
I mean, temptation and again, I always tell my boyfriend, it's not that I don't trust you, I just don't trust women.
Right, I don't either.
So, I mean, like, I'm not dismissing anything that a man do, because, again, it takes two people to tango. But in the same sense, a woman can be very persistent in what they want.
Yeah.
And say, for instance, one night, you get to drinking. Not saying it's acceptable to do anything while you're drinking, but say, for instance, you're not in your right mind, and this woman just keep doing yourself. Men get tempted more than women do. And women can tip men to make men more tempted.
Exactly. Do whatever that we want y'all to do.
Yeah, so I think
they can't put themselves in them positions. You know what I'm saying? In temptation. You got to be able to, like, identify that and, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what, my husband is an entertainer. And he's an R&B entertainer, y'all. And so he likes to serenade women's minds.
Yeah, and that's what he's supposed to do.
So me as a wife and a wifenger to my husband, he has to be around all types of women all the time. And, you know, and sing to them and get them excited. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how his music grows. You know what I'm saying? So my husband, the conversations that we have is, you know, basically on a different level. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you grow older, and since we have been together for a while, like, we've been through a lot of shit. So we have to make sure that we're on the same page and we can identify the temptation. Because, you know, if you are weak in certain areas, then why go into those temptations? So, like, I don't like to go to clubs. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like to be around a whole lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And I know that when I go, then other people try, talk to me, and it could possibly cause a problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if your husband is on the same page as you, and y'all on the same, you know what I'm saying, it's not gonna cause problems. So you gotta be on the same page, like, mentally with him, so that y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Be able to identify, like, nah, it's time for me to go. You know what I'm saying? Or how to shut it down instantly. Or letting them know, like, nah, it's not going down like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I had a struggle with that because I'm friendly. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, dang, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to have a conversation. Like, I don't see no harm, but, men try to talk to me, you know what I'm saying, and thinking they be slick, and I'm like, nah, I see right through your BS.
Right.
Because my husband already done trained. Let me know. If you see this is what's going on. If you do this is what's going on. I'm like, oh, dang, what?
I thought it was this.
Right. I thought I was just trying to help him.
Yeah, they do try to. Well, I feel like as women, we can see through a lot of shit, but then again, it's a lot of game that we completely naive to. I'm gonna give an example. You remember that night I was performing and y'all came and see us perform. Mm-hmm. It was a dancer there. Yeah. Which I know we had this conversation before. Which I love women. I love entertain. Do what you do. Go ahead. We're gonna have fun. Mm-hmm. But then you put on your clothes and think that you're gonna come up and like that's a whole different ball game. So. That's what I mean about women are manipulative and they're persistent in what they want. Oh, he's doing this, he's throwing money, he's doing this. Oh, let me go put on my clothes and then I'm gonna try to talk to him.
Oh, I thought you knew her.
Hey, I don't know her, but I know of her. Oh. Like we don't have a personal relationship, but I almost flipped my shit in there.
I didn't even know.
I said, let's go. And I kept my mouth shut because I already know what kind of temper I have. I slept on it. Next morning, I talked about it. He wasn't aware that was going. I mean, he knew. He was like, "Hey, go ahead." Which again, I was telling him, it's different because she's doing her job. Mm-hmm. But then when she come and put on some clothes, and then like, now you want to be like, and he's with me. Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I mean by. I feel like women are a little bit more persistent, and that's why men cheat. Do you think men cheat because of women, or they cheat because they want to?
I think because they are teased.
Right.
And when a man, I'm not a man, so I really wouldn't know, but I feel that when they, or like when a female talks about that, like their confidence, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, it like makes them want to show you, like, I can, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think that that's what gets a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm just saying, like, don't let your ego get you. Cause
get you
it will, what? Don't hang yourself now. You better identify and eliminate. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing.
What you say, identify and eliminate?
No, we not.
It makes sense, too. Like, yeah, I'll show you, bitch.
Right. No, we not. Mm-mm.
No,
just remember your wife saying, hold up, what? What we doing? We not.
But this is crazy to say. I'm jealous, but I'm not jealous.
I'm very jealous.
I'm like, because he's an entertainer. Like, I know that women's going to talk to him. Right. I know that women's going to come up to him. He has a fucking amazing personality. Mm-hmm. I know that, I only get jealous when I feel like, how can I explain this without sounding crazy? I get jealous when I feel like it's something sneaky going on. Like if it's open to me, if my spirit tells me and I feel like something sneaky is going on, that's when like, bloop, what the fuck? I'm aware. I mean, like I don't mind communicating, be open, talk. Mm-hmm. Even if you've been a little flirtatious, if I see it, it's not going to bother me. But when I feel like at the point that you're trying to sneak and do it, that's what
you can't be. That's what you ain't about to be around mine that long. Nope, he ain't coming. If it's a bunch of females, nope, he ain't. What he need to be here for? No, I'm not, because I already know. No,
that you. Can I say bitches? Because what's his name? I can't even. Academic got in trouble for calling Lil Wayne daughter a bitch. So
why he do that?
He didn't mean it like that.
Oh.
Not in my opinion, but can we say bitches still?
Oh.
You bitches is slick. What? Or shall I say, you ladies is slick?
Yeah, I think y'all slick.
So I want to get back into the actual marketing and the importance of trademarking your brand. What's the importance to do this? Why should we do this?
So for one, I think that it's important because I'm going to give you guys like a demonstration. So if I say that little white duck that says Aflac, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Sure,
everybody know this duck. So that's important because like if you see that duck, you instantly know, you know what I'm saying, that it's Aflac. Or if you see the Disney little, you know what I'm saying, they ain't even got to say it no more. They just do the little... And you know it's Disney, so it's important. So like whenever people see it, they automatically know. And then even as a music artist, it's good to brand your, you know, and especially trademarking your name so that nobody else can use your name, and you're able to use it like worldwide. And then like with my husband King Joshua, he would be like the only King Joshua that they could use. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That he would be able to use, and nobody will be able to, you know, use his name or copyright or any of his music because we have it trademarked.
I know that's what I was going to get into. I know you trademarked his brand. How hard was it for you to do that? Is it difficult or is it an easy process?
I mean, like prior to COVID, from what I heard, it was a pretty easy process. But we done it through COVID. So it took us almost 2 years to get his name trademarked. But after that, after we finally got the application processed, it sat on their desk for like months, and then they had to like make sure that you are who you say you are. So like they have to verify that your name is like on flyers because social media doesn't really count as evidence. I don't know if you knew that, but they don't.
If you have it on like your music,
it has to be
album?
your album or like a flyer saying that you're performing somewhere. It can't say like you're featuring. Because I know that some of the flyers I sent, it was like, because he was like featuring in some of the music, you have to like be completely on the cover.
Okay, yeah.
So that was some of the things that I seen that we had to make sure we sent in to even get approved. And then after that, like everything else was pretty much easy. I mean, it is a pricey process. So you got to have your coins in place. We had an attorney do our trademark. So
I think that's something you should tap into so you can, you know,
help other music
yeah
artists. I was thinking about it, you know what I'm saying, because even doing the trade, like we had an attorney, but come to find out the attorneys don't even have to process the applications. Like anyone can process the application. It's just you have to know the process and then like with me doing the research, because I absolutely love to do research, like I'm always looking into something. So after me doing the research, like I was able to actually get onto their site and like follow the process, and I was able to see all the attorney notes. Like everything that he wrote down and how he went through the process. So I'm just like, dang, I could do this.
Yeah.
You know, like, but let me not put something else on myself right now.
Listen, we could talk about that because we have a lot of stuff that we need to trademark within, you know,
Absolutely.
ours. Yeah, so that'll be something great. So, do you know what? And this goes on the business side too, since you said you were looking into information. What is copyright infringement?
It just means that people like they can't use your music, or either they're using your music without permission. So basically, if that happens, they could sue you for using their music without permission. So kind of like how when you have to like put I don't own the rights, you know, on social media or whatever, like you have to have permission to use their music. And you have to have like even like with certain people's beats, you got to have permission to use the beats. Yeah. So like if you don't and someone else hears it, then they could sue you if you're like selling or making money off of it. But from what I hear, it's like if you're just giving it out for free, then it's totally different. It's a different story. So
I know a lot of stuff, like even with my music, like if I put out something like a video on TikTok, it won't allow me to play that video, even though it's my music. And that's what I need to figure out, how to do this to be recognized for my music. Yeah. But it'll mute the sound. So I have to go through what I actually distribute out to TikTok and use that instead of playing the original video, because it says copyright infringement.
So on your music video it says that, or on
when I post my music video to TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Because all my music is funneled. You can find all my music on TikTok, Instagram, all that, Snapchat. So make sure Apple Music. So when I post the actual video or me singing in a car, right? It'll mute the sound. So I have to go up. I have to go behind it and actually put the song that I'm rapping
in there. Yeah.
And that's something that I if anybody know, tell me how am I supposed to get recognized for my music on Instagram, TikTok, because I get muted a lot for my music when it's my original content. So if y'all know that, hit me up at realfantasy1815@gmail.com and let me know. If y'all have any questions, y'all can also email any questions, anything y'all want to talk about, topics, again at realfantasy1815@gmail.com. And, we talk about topics. If y'all want to get a sponsorship, hit us up as well. Any of that. So, yeah, I want to know if somebody got something with that. That's something I want to know. I want to go into fun fact. So, this is a fun fact, and this is something I found out, and I thought it was very interesting. Some children from Dominican Republic have a rare genetic condition. When they're born with female parts, but when they get older, they become men.
That is insane, yo.
They develop their penis and their testicles, and I like to say their balls drop. So they born with like something like a micro penis, which I don't know. This like caught my attention. It's called gavete leche or something like that. So that is something that happens often. Gobalache. Something like that.
Y'all tell us how to say it.
We know we got it wrong, but it's like a mutation that prevents them from actually growing their penis and testicles. It's a gene that the mom holds.
That's crazy.
And after they hit puberty, everything drop, and the process is called DHT. So they get 15. They get their full penis. They get their balls drop. They get their testicles
at age 15.
Around that time when they hit puberty.
Can they produce children? So
I did look that up. No, I mean it's possible, but it's like around like a 20% rate that they can. But no,
that is
basically
crazy. So
they get mustaches.
You just have a non-functional part.
I mean,
it work?
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it like.
So it just grows.
I'm just speaking.
It grows from this
to this. Oh, look at that. I mean, like,
at 15,
as they get older. And I've been trying to find pictures or videos, and I did go to Wikipedia to look this up. I actually want to see pictures of see how is it going to go from small to big. It's, so I don't know the actual size, so I can't say, but that was amazing to me. Like,
that is crazy. That is crazy. Like, you just had 15.
And then I was asking when I was looking this up, I'm like, is it the same thing as hermaphrodites? No, it's not, because hermaphrodites has both. But I would have thought that kind of would have clashed in together. But no, like, the vaginal area never opens up and everything just drops.
I mean, I just don't understand where it's coming from. Like
your body.
Is it?
This right here, your body is amazing.
I mean, that's understandable, but I mean, I guess I'm just trying to figure, maybe I shouldn't think too much into it.
Like, how does it go?
Like, where is it hidden? Like,
so when
I understand that you're born like with the clitoris.
So like when you're pregnant, everybody starts off as a woman. You know that, right?
Yes. Okay.
So a certain chromosome enters.
So they're just not developing properly until they hit age 15 outside the womb.
That's when I guess the mutation or whatever genetic mutation that prevented them from happening, once they testosterone or they hit puberty, it starts to develop. It just takes a little longer than usual.
That is mind blowing.
It is.
That is so crazy. Like they won't even know. Like, what is that? What if your parents don't tell you?
But see, Dominican Republic, they it's something that they talk about, so it's not something that's closed in. That it might be weird to us, but to them that's normal.
So y'all better watch out for them girls in the DR. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hopefully they're not having sex before that age. Please, Lord,
You will be
have mercy.
surprised. These kids out here is ruthless.
I don't even want to think.
Like,
about
let me.
it.
These mothers know more than I know, and I'll be like, where?
I don't even want to think about it.
Oh, Jesus! Wait, I was not ready.
On that note, we is not ready for that. And thank you for tuning in to Real Fantasy Podcast on what? I Say Podcast Network. We are excited about everything that's going on. Make sure y'all tune in. Again, we revamped everything. Everything's going to flow great. And you guys, again, if you're interested in having a podcast, recording music, beats, even videography, photos, the Gym Complex is where you guys need to be. Go look us up. Instagram Gym Complex, Facebook Gym Complex, and Google Gym Complex. Do a consultation, see what you want. We got good fits, so make sure y'all come on in. We're bringing it on in. And all right, we are out.
Real Fantasy Podcast.
You could say a little, or you could say a lot. Dreams are what you ask for, real is what you got. Take a few shots with a queen on the line, a rose in the middle, with love on the side. It's all a vibe tonight. It's all a vibe tonight. Make sure you tune in tonight.
Real Fantasy Podcast.